Okay, here's a little update on what we discussed last Thursday. I have gone in here and removed from the menu that little mini blog that Craig was developing. So that is no longer a menu item. And the two blog posts that were over there, I am transferring over here to the invest.aare.com. I've renamed the blog post page News, Insights, and Podcasts. And I will rename the title here. We have some current blog posts in here. I'm going to add to these what we have over, let's see, over here at AAI Advisors. We have these are the two that used to be on the in that little mini blog section in the investor relations area. So what I'm going to do is transfer all of these over here and maybe redo some of the featured images to make them more consistent, and also be adding what we have over here, the podcast posts. I'm going to use this image in some other way, but anyway, I'm going to be consolidating everything that's over here on AAI Advisors over in this blog section here. So we'll have a combination, or maybe what I'll do, I kind of think it's better to have everything on one page. I don't know how you feel, but that's kind of what I'll do. On this grid page, there will be podcast intermixed with regular blog posts, and we'll see how that looks. Now, I have, I don't know what we want to do with this domain eventually, but I've redone the copyright line at the bottom. Check that out and see if this is correct according to what you wanted, but I removed that other verbiage down there. And then we can, and I'll remove this entire blog section from here. And we'll see what we want to do with this, maybe restyle it in some other direction. But what I'm going to be concentrating on is the invest.aare.com, the AARE investment management page, basically. So I'm going to put all my efforts into this, and that's where I'm at right now. Update to follow. This is basically part two of my conversion of invest.aare.com. So here's what I've done so far. Bear in mind, tomorrow and the next day, I need to go through page by page and do some mobile edits. Usually that entails font size adjustments and image adjustments, things like that. But here's basically how it looks. The first page, I made this initial logo a little bit bigger, so I changed some of the proportions on the page, and down at the bottom I put in a variety of carousel images here that have more to do with REITs, and it's a little bit of a variety of properties and scenarios. Down here I made this the basic footer at the very bottom. Check this copyright line to make sure it's exactly what you want. I can very easily edit that into whatever you want. You could just Slack that to me. This is a disclaimer that I put together as a pop-up. That appears at the bottom of every page, and it looks like this. Okay. Now the schedule a meeting, there are a number of schedule a meeting buttons around that are basically dead links. They don't go anywhere at the moment. Now we can do couple of different approaches. We can do a pop-up form that routes to you and your investment manager, or we can route this to a Calendly account where you want people to just schedule an appointment with you. So one or the other, just let me know which. And we have these buttons all over the place, and some of them are on a global basis. So in other words, I just have to put the link in on one of them, and it just globally changes throughout. So, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. The investment strategy page, I've made all of these hero headers the same I took out the logo entirely in the navigation bar up here. So this is just really just straight navigation. The logo is in the hero header on each page, and a little titling and a schedule a meeting global button. So again, just let me know whether this will link to a pop-up form or a Calendly schedule an appointment type of thing. This is the text. I haven't really changed this. I just basically made these bottom areas conform on each page. So moving along, investment benefits is basically same image, same hero header information going down to this. All of this is pretty much the same. Sustainability, I expanded the copy a little bit. You can feel free to edit any of this, expand or contract it. I think this is about the right amount of content to put on the page. With now this is the blog and podcast area. I have pulled together all of the blog posts from the investment-oriented blog posting that we've been doing, as well as the podcast. So I have everything looking like this: news, insights, and podcast, logo, schedule a meeting, and then we have a tabbed area here. We are presented first with the podcast, and instead of using that monotonous real cash flow podcast image, I've just kind of gone with different featured images for depending on the subject of the podcast, and they all look pretty much like this. They have a featured image, and then of course your I don't know what to call it. Your trademark podcast images is here in the embedded podcast. So each one of these look like this, and then at the bottom there's a bit of a call to action section, again with a schedule a meeting button, schedule a meeting. So we'll just catch up with that. If we go back here, so like I say, we have kind of a 2-in-1 page. These are all podcasts. We have 5 episodes so far, and all the articles are pulled together in one page, like so. And they're all fitting into categories of syndication, REITs, general investment information, investor information, things like that. You can take a look at them for yourself, but I think it looks a lot better now, all consolidated. Now over here, I'll need some feedback on how you want to deal with this. We have this we don't have a hero header like we do on the other pages here, but I don't think we really need it. Let's go here. So we have your bio here, and maybe you'll want to consolidate or edit down this biographical information. I'm not sure if you want to have a different image here. And then we have partnerships. This is kind of like real estate funds. This was originally on funds.aare.com. So maybe you'll want to do something a little different with this. Turn it into just a single page, or maybe have the other gentleman who is your investment manager. We could have him here as well as you, and maybe just have an our team page. I don't know if partnerships is going to have relevant content or not, but you can let me know. So this very end here is I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll have a conversation with you this week, I'm sure. So that's about it. I've really pulled everything together from AAI advisors. I also put invest.aare.com on both analytics and Google Search Console. I have yet to see traffic data to show you, but I think I'm going to go into. I really don't think that there's going to be much traffic right now because I've just started having Google index the pages, and for the most part, we've been operating on. I think we're live on this. Let me check it for sure. Down here is where we. I believe we're live at this point. I think I unchecked that. Yeah, I unchecked that. So we're just starting to get traffic. So as soon as a few weeks go by, I'll have something more to report to you. But really, it's right here under SiteKit where we have everything. And it's just starting to gather data, as you can see. But I've set it up on both Google Search Console and Analytics. So that is in progress. I put the G tag in the head section. So everything is good now on this. Let me know if there's any text changes you want to make in various areas, but I think in terms of layout, it looks really good right now. And we just have to decide on what we're going to do in the About Us drop down here. So that's it for right now. I will see you at the meeting tomorrow morning.